bottling of this fine beer is carried out with the addition of a pinch of yeast and a small amount of extra fermentable sugar to promote secondary fermentation in the bottle. This careful bottle conditioning helps raise the level of alcohol, enriching the flavour and adding a sparkle to the finished beer and the brewer's eye.
Tasting the beer is an important step along the journey of this beer from brewing to bottling, and we judged it to be a good brew. We judged it to have some real connections with the beer that we produced last year, and this is primarily down to again the use of the Galaxy hops. There was certainly an intensity of flavour and a richness of flavour that we were very pleased with, and we know that this will continue to develop in the bottle and be enhanced by the secondary fermentation. The bottling process is the next step along the chain in the making of this beer. The first thing we will do to the beer for maturation is to add a small amount of yeast and a small amount of sugar to the brew. This will enable the secondary fermentation that we're looking for in the bottle to get underway. The beer is run into a bottling tank, which you can see behind us, and the bottling operation involves bringing in the empty bottles, rinsing those out first with water to make sure that there's no particles or any contamination of the beer. To then take those clean bottles and to run them into the filler behind me here. The filler then dispenses 750 ml of the beer into each bottle. The bottle then goes along to the capping station where a crown seal is put onto the bottle. The bottle is then taken to a rinsing station where any spilled beer is cleaned from the outside of the bottle. And the next step is the important step as far as the secondary fermentation is concerned. The beer is being filled into the bottle at a low temperature, probably around 4 degrees centigrade. The next step is to warm that bottle up to around room temperature. And we do that by passing it through a series of water sprays which lift the temperature of beer to around 25 degrees centigrade. The bottles are then put into a temporary home in brown cardboard cartons, and the cardboard cartons are then stored in a temperature-controlled environment for the next 4 weeks. And this allows the secondary fermentation to take place in the bottle and to develop that additional sparkle, to develop that additional flavour characteristic which we're looking for and is important to what makes Crown Ambassador Reserve the special beer that it is. We again think we've got a brew that is going to develop well in the bottle and again have a long drinking life. That 10 years that we've talked about, I think, for the previous brew, we will certainly achieve with the one that we've got this year. Very pleased with it so far.